If nobody knows, D4VD is in a current like witness protection program or something. He's not exactly arrested. He's not exactly a witness, but he did have a body in his trunk, and that body belonged to a 13-year-old that he's in videos and streams with, and he's just somehow by some miracle that this guy can work, he's able to just dodge the police at every turn. This video is saying that he's messed up big time. This is from a day ago. It's got 168k views. We'll check it out.
D4VD or David for short.
It's no secret that ever since the news broke, David has been gaslighting everyone by deleting posts, deleting evidence, and deleting everything he can to make himself look better. But he
well, of course he did, because he's
this video,
you know,
we'll be getting into
the murderer,
that, as well as evidence that has recently been found in his home that has been released.
He trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's
what is that goofy ass dancing?
It's controversial of raping kids.
So nobody knows that. Probably she is 13, I believe. Maybe even 12 in this video. He's known her for a while, right? And she's like a tiny little minor. Even though she doesn't technically act like it, but in this, she definitely acts like it.
In his home that has been released.
He trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's
he says he media trained her. Like beforehand, before the stream or whatever, and she says, no, you didn't. She's just fighting whatever words he's saying because she probably feels like, oh, this guy has definitely been abusing me and people need to know, and now she's in front of thousands of people and is able to speak her mind, and she comes out and says,
controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
She skips over the word rape right there, but yes. And she says plural. She says plural with kids. I mean, she's a little kid. You can't take her word for it, right? But there's a lot of like things that go into this. Like, obviously, she knows more about David than what David is letting on, right? Or D4VD.
Recently, David did something, and no, it's not that clip. We've already been over that, where him and allegedly Celeste have been talking, and she brings up something that doesn't make him look great. But recently, he released something and quickly deleted it. But he did not delete it in time for people to quickly save it. So we may finally have evidence that is needed in this entire situation, and he may not get away with it. But at the same time, we never truly know. So with that, let's get into this video. Remember to remain respectful in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and like.
Got some more information about Celeste Rivas Hernandez and David. A private investigator that was hired by the LA homeowner of the home that David was living in has been investigating what possibly happened to Celeste. Previously told us that he was able to figure out who was the last person that drove David's Tesla to the spot where it was later abandoned. And
he was able to figure that out? Where's that evidence? Because I haven't seen that yet.
It was on July 29th, and he claimed that David was also home at this time.
Most of us know about the David situation so far, but little of us...
So last time the car was parked, and it was on July 29th. January, February, March, April, June, July. She was in there for a while, dude. What? Her body was like decomposed, like unrecognizable, but apparently they saw the tattoo or something. Like, this is all very fucked. How long she's been in that trunk.
Know about the updates. It seems like it's been almost swept under the rug by something or someone. And I'm not saying anyone has, but it's just strange how the media has gone kind of silent recently, so I thought we needed an update. So for those who don't know, the few who do not know by now, recently in a Tesla owned by David, a BOT was found in the back of it. And so people began to dig up stuff and found out that allegedly David was in a relationship with the victim way before, and she was not of age. And there's a lot of stuff that points to that, tons of stuff, but we've already been over that, and you can easily find a video discussing that. That's not what we're focusing on.
Bro, my bed is so fucking squeaky. You guys hear that shit?
On in this video, we're focusing on the updates.
And this was right before he would go on tour a couple hours later. This private investigator also allegedly found different things throughout the home, like media with pictures and things of Celeste and David, but also sadistic tools that he believed was to get rid of somebody, but it didn't happen like that. And now he is detailing what these tools are. Now finding out that the tools that this private investigator found
Wasn't it like
in
a
this LA
chainsaw?
home were farm tools, and he also found pill bottles.
So before we get into the evidence that he's quickly deleted, that he released a few days
What
ago.
the hell? This guy made Feel It? Is he wearing contacts? What the fuck is going on with this dude? Nah, chat. Like, no. No, why we let this happen, bro? Why would you give this guy anything? The fuck?
I do not know why he did that, but we'll be discussing that later in this video. I thought we'd talk
Y'all
about
enabled the
major
biggest
updates.
psychopath.
There have been items that have been recently discovered, allegedly, obviously, for legal reasons, and I've seen multiple articles about this. I've read through a few, and I think that this narration is pretty decent, so we'll be looking at this one specifically, but this is a major update, and I wish there was more people talking about this. I've seen a few videos, but it is sad because of out of nowhere this case kind of just disappearing from news.
That's what I'm saying, is that they didn't have enough evidence to get him right then and there. And what's that law about, like, you can't be tried twice for the same crime? Like, if you get out of the court, and if you get out of court and you won the lawsuit, then you can't be tried for the same thing. It's against the law, apparently.
A few articles about it, but not as many as there used to be. So I really hope that people continue to listen and pay attention to this situation and not just click away, because it is something we need to continue to listen to updates on. We need to make sure that this young girl gets justice.
Steve Fisher told the Daily Mail that there are multiple of these items that could be used all together, and that you never need them in the Hollywood Hills home. You would more likely find them on a farm. Then went on to claim that one of these items appeared to have been recently delivered to the property because it was still in its shipping packaging. He said that he doesn't know what the impact of these items could have on the overall narrative, but adding that the presence of these mysterious items appeared very strange. And mind you, he said in prior interviews that these are items that you could use to get rid of somebody.
Farm tools, hearing about this is honestly really, really disgusting. We still do not know, and if you see something and it's not from a obviously trusted news source, it's likely misinformation. We do not know yet how exactly, sadly, she was.
God, I just can't with this dude. Bro needs to be put into a Tesla trunk, that's all I'm gonna say.
To the deed. We do not know. We do not have the details. I've said this before and I've said this again. Just be careful when you see these updates. Make sure that they're reading from a news source like this, or that you read from a news source.
I can't believe they were calling it the Frunk on news. Like, they're not taking this seriously at all. The news reporters who are covering this were like making jokes about it being called the Frunk and stuff. Like, just shut up. A 13-year-old girl is gone. Her family didn't even care that she was gone. Her mom, like, was abusing her, and that's why she ran away, and, like, David was just taking her in and, like, gave her back and took her in again. Like, there's so much that you guys don't know about this case, but this guy is an absolute scumbag. In every single letter of the word, there's something that, like, this guy has with the police that's keeping them from, like, even going in deeper on, like, the investigations. Like, it's irritating because he apparently, like, took all this stuff down, and isn't that, like, tampering with evidence? Like, he should be tried just for that.
When you watch the video, in multiple videos I've done this, gone back and tried to find as much as you can to back up what this TikToker has said, because anything you can think of, someone on the internet has already faked for fame.
He then went on to say that bottles of prescription pain medication were also recovered inside, as well as various items of paraphernalia. The private investigator then went on to say that him and his team found evidence that multiple others were staying at the home in LA with David, with personal belongings belonging to men men and women being discovered in the guest bedrooms, beside tables, and bathroom cabinets. He said none of the female items appeared to belong to Celeste Rivas Hernandez. He added that the footage, combined with evidence found at the house, has led him to believe that David had a tight-knit entourage of trusted associates.
This is huge, obviously, because there's already been speculation
dude's a
that
psycho.
he was not the one that did it. And there
Because he obviously wants to live it up to the every extent of what money can give him. And money can give him protection from the police, and he can get rid of bodies real easy. Like, he just proved that he can put a body in his owned car, and, or maybe it was, the manager was renting it, right? But David was the one who owns it, like paying for it and everything. That's where the money's coming from, I think. I don't know. Maybe the manager was paying for it too. But that just makes it even worse. Like the manager was saying he didn't know anything about this or anything. Like, he's not even a part. Nobody wants to deal with it because her parents didn't care. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem here, is that her mom has expressed deeply, and he's been giving the money, right? He's been giving everybody money, even her classmates money. That's what the receipts show, is that he was paying people, and he said this himself and stuff. Like, it's not supposed to be something that people just wipe off, but I guess it just doesn't affect anyone. Dude's not gonna be putting out music. He wanted to disappear before everything. He said the most psychotic shit that any artist I've ever seen on the internet, or like in music history. This guy has said everything and nobody cares. Like, it just goes to show that like most people are probably sociopaths and they just don't care about anybody. You don't care that this guy can go out and kill little girls and stuff. Like, it's okay.
do it, but huge, obviously, because there's already been speculation that he was not the one that did it. And there obviously is a huge possibility that he did not specifically do it, but obviously was involved, or maybe he did it, but others were involved, or maybe he was, there's so many different possibilities, but knowing that there's allegedly likely other people that were there or could have been there at the time is a insanely major update.
He said that there was a small inner circle, 2, 3, maybe 4 people who appeared to be living at the house and were very close with David. He said after the story broke, they all started unfollowing each other and deleting posts that showed them together. And people all over the internet have been paying attention to this, and 2 of David's really close friends, Asia and Neo, are some people that unfollowed them, and like Neo was wiping his social media account. And Neo was just doing this recently after this private investigator was calling him out on Twitter, asking him if he was the last person to drive David's Tesla.
Obviously, we shouldn't immediately say that they for sure were involved in the situation. It is fair to speculate it, but he did have obviously a lot of connections with different people. He collabed with different people, and immediately after the news broke, people were...
Bro, I'm so tired of artists making like everybody look stupid. This Labubu shit, like everything is just, it's playing on people's like emotions and stuff. Like, it's playing on my emotions definitely, because I respect my audience, but maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should be like these guys. Maybe I should be just feeding everybody trash. If y'all like it so much. Like, what the hell is this? Why is he even famous, bro? Because of that song where he's like, in the back of my mind. Like, dude was like slitting his wrist and everybody was okay with it.
Immediately going to those other artists that he collabed with pages and saying like, you're evil, how dare you. It's like,
how
not
beautiful,
everyone
what
is
an
involved,
artist.
but I can see why people are very suspicious, and it definitely isn't the best look to be wiping your posts for sure, but we should not obviously point fingers until we know.
So now that we're once again hearing him reference things that can tie back to people like Neo, it does have me wondering if this is who the PI saw moving David's Tesla the very last time it was moved, right before David and whoever else would leave to go on tour. This private investigator alleged that whoever moved this Tesla also was on tour, on the tour bus with David. This is a picture of Neo and Asia with David. at the show that the PI is referencing. But it is important to note, we don't know if the last person that moved David's Tesla even knew that Celeste was in the trunk of that Tesla. But now we have this PI alleging that these people live with David. So is it a possibility? It could be. Now the fact that the private investigator
Can nobody goddamn just like fucking act serious about this?
It's moving my hand a lot. I got these clear glasses, bro. I sound like I need to take a shit.
Like, what is this? Listen to her.
people live with David. So is it a possibility? It could be. Now the fact that
God.
the private investigator
Is her
is
name
alleging
Laura?
that now he is finding pill bottles in this house and also farm tools.
I'm
let's say
actually
that the
like,
friend
this
had
stuff
nothing to
pisses
do-
me off. It pisses me the hell off, man. Like, it makes me so mad. No negativity November, but then there's this. Like, just people, man. The people. I need to get away from people. Because y'all are obviously psychos. You just want this.
with it, which is obviously a possibility in this situation. Once again, we shouldn't point fingers. It is understandable. Obviously, it's not a great look. Like, I can see why people are suspicious that they're wiping their social media.
I can see why people are suspicious. Like, look at his music. In the back of my mind, I killed you. He was thinking about, that's premeditated murder. And it's just an honest thing. Oh no, it's art. He was talking about, like, he doesn't care about him anymore. What's the difference? What? Like, if people were held accountable for the music they make or whatever they put into music or, like, media in court, you know? The same way you are, like, held accountable if you recorded something, doing something on video. What, are we just going to throw that out the window? No more police cams or anything? It has to be, like, DNA has to be there. No more videos because AI is too powerful. DNA is the only way to incriminate people now. Because you could put whatever in a song. You could put, I killed this guy last night, and nobody will, they can't use it against you in court.
But it can be hard to get a job.
That's
It can be
currently
hard
what's happening
to
right now.
repair your reputation if there is, like, evidence that you have a relationship to someone that allegedly did something so horrible. Like, he has committed allegedly multiple different crimes by now. So I can see the perspective of if they are innocent completely, they have no involvement, and they were just friends with him because maybe they grew up together. I don't know where their friendship came from. Honestly, it's none of my business. I don't really care. But what I'm trying to say is it could be just like a way for them to keep their reputation.
He said he believed was to get rid of somebody, but the plan never went in motion is kind of creepy. And it does have me wondering once again if something happened to Celeste with...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nothing about this guy is creepy at all. What do you mean it's kind of creepy? No. Totally wholesome. What a cool guy. Fuck is on his head.
substances, and this is why we are waiting for the toxicology before anything moves forward, because we know as of right now we haven't heard anything from the cops, but we have heard a lot more in the last couple of days.
Dude,
from
why'd I
this
click on
private
this video?
investigator.
I knew they
talked
weren't
about
gonna
that being
take
a
this
possibility
serious.
in former videos. That certainly is. That's why it is crucial to know exactly what happened, because that's obviously going to change everything once we know, like, what exactly happened. And nothing justifies whatever happened. Like, there's no defending whatever happened. Anyone who does is like, some people I remember have been using David's age as an excuse. Nothing defends what happened and who committed the crime, because we do not know for sure, obviously, yet. Now let's get
Age
into
as
the
an
update that
excuse?
you have
Wait a
all
minute.
been waiting
Age
for.
as an excuse? I feel like that should be the other way around. Like, if a kid commits a crime, it is more likely that they weren't in the right mind, you know? Or is allegedly, like, connected to a crime? Wouldn't that make you more suspicious of the kid? Because, like, kids do psychotic stuff and they just don't know it.
David,
This is not a kid, by the way. What is he, like, he's my age? How old is he? 18 or, like, something?
allegedly
He don't look 18.
accidentally released a song and quickly deleted it. And I don't know how you accidentally upload a song on BandLab. I do not have that app, so I'm not sure how it works. I might have had it once, but I deleted it because I didn't know how to use it, which is kind of embarrassing. But what I'm trying to say right now is that I don't know if it was an accident, if he was doing it on purpose for attention, or if he released it and then was like, yeah, I probably should erase it. Maybe his lawyer said something. I don't know for
I hope this guy falls into a blender filled of cheese graters.
sure what happened, but
Well, I hope like an avalanche of just cheese graters fall all over this dude.
allegedly it's been saved, and a lot of people are talking about the lyrics, so we're going to look at them and what exactly they seem to say at the moment. In case it's copyrighted, which it likely is, I'm going to just read off the lyrics to be safe so you guys will not miss out. Here we go. This is what the song goes like. Here are the lyrics. Thought we were taking it slow, but you don't wanna wait. Don't wanna wait on me. I just need you to know there's so many you would think that it'd make things to wait, which isn't exactly the best thing to say at the moment. A lot of stuff you could easily say. He allegedly deleted it. I faked, so I cannot confirm that. We gotta remember that nothing is official. Then this is pretty much the only.
Was that her?
So I cannot confirm that.
Is that her?
But
Are these all videos with her in
something
it?
to do with his lawyers. I know you're supposed to remain quiet at times like these. That's probably why he says something and then it deletes it. I know you're supposed to remain.
That's a Temu necklace. He's got a Temu necklace on.
Quiet at eating certain stuff. It's probably what his lawyers.
What happened with him?
People on TikTok are.
Wait, what?
Lawyers are telling him to do, but we don't know for sure.
Whatever happened to D4VD? What happened with him?
People on TikTok are also beginning to question why all of a sudden everything's just gone silent. It could be because there's less updates, and maybe people are, and I hate to say this because I would never be this way, and I would try my best to never be this way.
Here's what happened. D4VD knows that if he goes quiet, if he goes ghost, nobody knows where he's at. Nobody knows anything about him. No more updates. No more anything. No more. The cops can't even talk to him because they already did. No more anything of that. Then people forget and they stop caring. They're like, oh, that was like 2 years ago. Oh, he never got convicted? Oh, because everybody just stopped caring, bro. Like, that's it.
People may be disrespectful to the case, and I would say become bored of it, because some people just they don't view the victim as a victim. They just see it as entertainment in a way. So obviously I would never.
Not gonna lie, bad take from me. If you're a kid and somebody offers you 10 grand, right? If somebody offers you a ton of money to hang out with them, your parents didn't teach you anything, bro. You didn't teach yourself anything. Would you think you were just gonna get it and get out? Or did she get greedy and she's like, oh, this guy's gonna keep giving me money and fill in my pockets, I'll never have to go to a job. You accepted this evil into your life. It is her fault. But she's a kid. She's a 12-year-old, 13-year-old or something. She's been in that trunk for a long time. Frunk. Gosh, it's so stupid. I just don't even want to watch this. I don't want to watch the rest of this. It's a 30-minute video with nothing. Thanks, Coco Crazy, for like not giving us anything, dude. And just talking a bunch and making it about yourself. Like, that's really bad.